So the main calculations are down the right hand side, like many calculators, and we're going to use enter rather than an equals button to get our answers. Notice that to do subtraction, we're going to use the takeaway button here, not the negative button here. There's a subtle difference. I'll just show you that subtle difference. If we had, say, -3, take away 6, we can see the difference in those two and how they'll then give us our answer as well. Multiplication and division works the same, but we may, with division, want to do that as a fraction, and we may want to get that answer as a fraction. To convert that to a fraction, we can press the math button and it will convert it to a fraction for us. And now we can see it like that. But we can also enter fractions. Do you notice that on the newer calculators we actually have this emblem here in green? It still works on the older calculators even without this emblem. So you just press alpha and then the X button. It will give us the fraction set up straight away. So let's type in a different fraction, and then we use the arrow to get down to a different place, and there we can see that it will give it as a fraction again, a simplified fraction in this case. Again, we could convert that to a decimal this time if we wanted to, and then we could keep converting back. I can actually arrow up and copy the previous one that I did here, and it will convert it back to a fraction for me. The other way to access fractions is in the F1 function up the top here. Again, we've got both top-heavy fractions, or we've got mixed fractions. And again, we could convert numbers into here using the cursor key as we go along. And it either give it as a top-heavy fraction, and we can also then go into alpha F1 again and convert that between fractions and decimals and between top-heavy and mixed fractions. So in this case, if I go this way, you can see that it will take it back to this again. So that's how we can do fractions. The square button is just here, diagonally from the 7. So we can go, say, 6 squared and get this answer here. We can actually go up and copy it and change the power if we want to and get a different answer. But to do that, another way we would go 6, and then the power button is over here, like on a computer, and we get the same answer. And equally, the reverse of the squared is its inverse, or its second function. So if we took square root of 36, then we would go back to 6. We also know that square root is to the power of a half, so we could also go to the power of, and even use a nice little fraction key and actually type it in like this. Just showing you different options on how to do it. Obviously notice that we know that -3 squared should be 9, but it depends whether you do it without brackets or whether we actually put -3 inside the brackets, on whether the calculator understands that it's -3 to the power of 2 or just 3 to the power of 2 with a negative in front. Another way that you could actually do that is by using the answer button and various other options away from that. And using the answer button can be used in many ways to repeat functions happening. For example, if we then times that answer by 2, then we can see that we're going up by the storage of phones and iPads and the like, and how they actually increase by multiplying by 2. So thank you for watching. I hope you found that useful.